What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this video is about, did Ronnie kidnap Kiesha or have something to do with her disappearance? Now, I don't think he did. Seemed he done fell off the wagon and got some problems. At the end of this video, I got an interview with Ronnie, so stay tuned to the end. If you're new, please subscribe, bang that bell for notifications. I'm trying to get to 30K subs, and also hit that like. Now, let's get into it. Season 3, we introduced to Ronnie. He's trying to get inside the church where Brandon's funeral is, and they wouldn't let him. And then Kev pop up. He say, "What up, man? You vouch for me?" And he said, "No." So he still got messed up feelings with Ronnie, even though I thought they kind of got over that, and Ronnie was trying to get over it. But Kev walked right past him, and the woman was like, "No, this is a private service, so you ain't allowed." And so he was trying to do the right thing. He didn't want Brandon to die, and they actually made up in season 2. Ronnie stayed though for the entire funeral outside, but he was sipping on a little scissor on the porch. And when they were putting Brandon in the back of the hearse, he was standing there in gravy. He pushed him on the way. I forgot, but one of my good supporters and fans reminded me that they saw Ronnie when he got out of jail on a technicality, and that's how they know him. Ronnie went to see his grandma, but she's been evicted and her stuff has been put outside. Now, where is she? And he didn't notice. So she was to the point of being put out and he didn't know what was going on. So what happened? Because when we last saw Ronnie in season 2, it seemed like he was in a better place. We see he's in the bar, and his friends is even saying, you know, you need to lay off of that oil. And so he was a little upset. "Would you mind do my daddy now?" He said, "Look, man, I don't care what nobody say. You still my boy." And so he like, "Well, what they say?" He say, "Well, you know, you took a life, and some people ain't gonna never let that go." So he decided to leave. He was uncomfortable, but as soon as he got in the alley, he pulled out a bottle of syrup out his back pocket. He had more oil than WD-40, and so he back to his old ways. Now we see he just wandering the streets at night. Where is he going? Where is he coming from? And we see her just not aware of her surroundings. This man is all the way in front of her now. If he was gonna do something, she waited late, and she dressed half naked, got the little tickle bitties out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not a good recipe. And he's staring. "I ain't never seen none looking brand new," but he kept it moving. So I think that if he was going to do something to her, he would have did it then. Why leave and then what? Decide just turn around and walk back? She would have had a chance to run away if she was paying attention. Plus, we see he was gone while the bus was coming. Now, we didn't see anybody else on the street, so it leaves people to think it was Ronnie, but he wasn't a criminal. And if you look at it, when we left off at Ronnie, he had just had his little, you know, hoopty on the road. He met up with his pops. They kind of had a little, you know, tense moments at first, but then they kind of reconciled with working on the hoopty together. And by the time we last saw Ronnie, it seemed like he was going to stop drinking. He didn't reconcile with his paparazzi, and he was getting in good with Tracy. So what happened in just a short amount of time? I mean, it couldn't be that long. What happened to have Ronnie back as a drunk, roaming the streets all day, all night, and he doesn't even know that his grandma's been evicted? Now, the reason I don't think Ronnie did anything to Kiesha is because if you look through his history of being on the show, he hasn't done anything other than what happened with Coogie, and he was kind of pushed into that through Tracy crying and carrying on, and then with the emotions of losing the boy he raised as his own son. Even when he confronted Coogie, it was still emotions out of control. When he saw that chain and everything and the gun, he got a little frustrated, and it kind of went off before he realized that he wasn't totally conscious doing it. But that's not an excuse of what he did. But I don't think that him going and just raping a girl is part of his MO, you know. And, I just don't think that that would be something. If anything, I think Ronnie would try to help. And I was able to go ahead and get an interview with Ronnie. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what Ronnie's thoughts. Okay, and we'll hear what Ronnie has to say on the situation. But I think it was something else happened, and I wouldn't be surprised if Ronnie ends up being a witness or somebody that comes up with information that helps to find out what happened to Kiesha or helps when she was in trouble trying to help her. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You tell me in the comments what your thoughts, and we'll see. And before I get into it with Ronnie, I think that Kiesha, I never want to say a woman is asking for it because I don't agree with that, but she definitely was putting herself in a bad position by dressing that way on the bus stop at the middle of the night. So let's hear what Ronnie got to say.
All right, now y'all want to know if I had something to do with that little girl gone missing? Hell no. Unless she had a bottle of oil, little E and J in her little back pocket, ain't nothing that girl to do with me. I get drunk, all right? I know I ain't shit, but I do not take little girls' coochie. I don't do that, okay? My woman, I don't do that. I like her thick, like Tracy. Ooh, yeah, hubba. And that little girl, I wouldn't do that. Plus, I couldn't catch her if she tried to run away. What make you think I'd do that? And I ain't do nothing wrong. Yeah, I killed Googie, but I thought he killed my boy. That's understandable. And I was drunk, but I ain't did nothing else. Y'all need to go and let me live my life. I can't even have a drink in the bar with my boys. I can't walk down the street drunk. I can't be drunk in peace no more. I don't like it. If I saw who did that to that girl, I would've tried to protect her. I would've tried to stop it. That's what I do. I'm the good guy. That's why I'm the good guy. I wanted to say I'm sorry and pay respect to Brandon. They don't know. We squashed our beef. They don't know that. It ain't right. It ain't right. My grandma evicted. Now I'm on the street. What happened to my raggedy ass car? Me neither. I don't know either. I'm surprised. That's why I did this. I'm surprised. I don't know. This is my rock look. How they do? Anyway, AJ, thanks for holding it down for a brother. Thanks for keeping it real. And if y'all appreciate this brother's hard work, go ahead and subscribe and support. He need the help. Don't cost you nothing. I got my 202. That's my bottle of syrup. It costs $2.02. That's how I like it. I like my liquor just like I like my women. Cheap and smooth. And I didn't touch that little girl. Alright. I'll see y'all later on the next episode. Peace out. And for everybody to think I did something to that girl, I just earled on you. How that E and J taste. Later.
Well, there you have it. You heard it from the man himself. I want to give a special thanks to everybody that support my work at YouTube, social media, Patreon, Super Chat, PayPal. You guys have been amazing. You've been holding my channel down for a long time, especially through all this craziness in the world. And I appreciate you. Please subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.